What's up, y'all? It's your boy Willie Nunnery Jr. with CW Property Solutions, and I'm back with another video. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to all the fathers for Father's Day, Durham. I hope y'all have a great day. I know I had a great day, spending time with the children, hung out with my people. Awesome day, dog. Today I'm going to talk to y'all about purchase and sell agreement. You know, a lot of people be getting nervous when they sign up the property in the contract. They don't want to put earnest money down, and mainly they don't know any type of contingencies. So what I'm gonna do with y'all, I'm gonna go over a purchase and sell agreement. Mainly, I'm gonna go over the contingencies. I'm gonna break down the contingencies I have in the contract. Basically, the contingency is when the seller fails to do a thing that's on the contract, then the contract is voided. So that means you get all your earnest money back. You walk away scot-free, no losses or nothing like that. You in the clear, you know, because the seller failed to follow whatever contingency that was in place. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over all the contingencies so people won't be nervous about putting a property under contract or what to do or what to say or whatever like that. You know, how can I get out of this? Or how can I get my earnest money back? My money that's lost. Not at all. So let's go over that right fast. Got my contract right here. So that's what I'm be reading off of. I'm be breaking it down with y'all. First one is a finance contingency. Basically all this is saying that, hey, Mr. Seller, I can't get the loan. So if I can't get the loan, I can't close on the deal. Then if I can close on the deal without the loan, I'm out. I get my earnest money back for a deposit. No BS. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't get the loan. So it's already right here in the contract. The second contingency is title. Basically saying that if your title's not clear, if it's too cloudy, whatever it may be, you might have a lien on it, property, somebody, a business partner might sue you for something, and the title's not clear. So we can't close on the property. That's not your fault. You get all your earnest money back. That's a clear contingency to get out of the contract. This is a good one. This is a good one, y'all. This is a good one. Y'all gonna love this one. Appraisal contingency. Okay? Think about it, guys. These sellers asking for these way ridiculous overpriced, want to be overpriced, way ridiculous prices and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you get the property appraised. The property don't appraise for what the seller is saying that he want. Now either we renegotiate or we can't close on the deal. Either way it go, if we don't close on the deal, you get all your money back. You get all your earnest money back. Simple as that. Taxes and assessment due. This is basically saying that whatever taxes, whatever bills, like the property taxes, how can you say this? The property taxes, the lights, the water, all those recurring bills that are being operated, if they're not due before closing, then the seller has to pay for it. You feel what I'm saying? So all that stuff that's if it's not due, now if it's due after you close, then you being a buyer, you have to pay for that. You know, but if it's not due before you close and say like it's due on the 15th and you guys close on the 20th, then it's on the seller to pay for that. Here's a quick tip. Whenever y'all close on the property, and you're short on cash, like say you need some extra money to put down on the property to cover you for a down payment, or say you need some extra cash for renovation or anything like that, because the building, whatever building you buy, should already be cash flowing. So what you do is you want to close on your apartment building between the 1st and the 5th. So what that means, when all those rents are collected, it goes straight to you, the buyer. So you're going to get that check off top. It goes straight to you. You can either put that money down. Towards your down payment. You might have been short a couple $1,000s, or you can put that money down towards rehabbing the property, do a little touch up or whatever. But no matter what, from day one, if you close between the 1st and the 5th or whenever their rents are due, you want to close within that gap, within the rents are due, and you will get those monthly revenues. That's a quick little tip. Let's keep going. Personal property fixtures. All this is saying like all the doorknobs and light fixtures and the little knick-knack things, the cabinet handles and all that stuff. You know, when you buy the property, you buying it with those things. If the seller might put some expensive lights or some expensive doorknobs or some expensive light fixtures or anything, or some expensive ceiling fans up in there, he like, hey, when we close on it, I paid for this stuff, and this stuff is expensive, I want it back. No, you can't take it back. Whenever I buy this property, whatever's on this building is mine. You dig? Straight up, it's mine. Okay, number of legal units, you want to make sure all the number of units are legal. If it's 18, if he says 18 units, we want to make sure it's 18 units, so we're going to park that out right there. Structure modifications. You got to be careful with this. You want to make sure there's no roof damage. You want to make sure there's no foundation. That's basically saying like any type of foundation damage or any type of that's the main structure modifications. Mainly falls under structural the building itself. You know, mainly the foundation or the roof or anything like that. Anything that's dealing with the structure, to make sure all that stuff is solid. If not, either we renegotiate or the contract is voided. You get your earnest money back, walk away, shake hands, walk away. No harm, no foul. Inspection. All that stuff, and we ain't even get to the inspection yet. We still got to do our inspection. So what this is saying is that we're going to have 30 business days. 30 business days from the day that you and the seller sign this contract. You have 30 business days to complete your physical inspection. Key word. You have 30 business days to complete your physical inspection. Let's keep going. This is good. This is really good. Okay. Books and records. You have to get these things. If the seller refuses the seller here agreed to provide buyer complete copies of the items listed below within 10 calendar days after acceptance of this offer. So that means if he don't give you all the current rental agreement, leases, ground leases, water, mineral assessment of service contracts, insurance policies, and tax bills, if he don't give you rent rolls with expiration dates of leases and revenue options, if he don't give you copies of all utility bills on a property covering the last 12 months, if he don't give you copies of permits and approvals concerning the property obtained from the government entity, including but not limited to certificates of occupancy. If he don't give you none of these things within 10 business days, contract and voided. You get all your earnest money back. Just like that. We can't move forward. You have 10 business days to give you that. Okay, let's keep going. Where we at? Dispute. What is this? Oh, dispute resolution prevailing party. Alexa, stop. I'm trying to cook something up in here, y'all. That's Alexa going off. Don't worry about her. Okay, and to dispute revolution prevailing party, whatever that is. Let's read over and see what that is. In the unlikely event of a dispute, the parties agree to resolve any issue via binding arbitration with venue, the location of buyer choice. The prevailing party is intended to its reasonable attorney fee and cost. So basically this saying is, if you and the buyer or the buyer's people, like, because you know when you buying like this is mainly like if you buying big buildings, 100 units plus, you know, 9 times out of 10 is not just, you're not dealing with just a single buyer, you're dealing with multiple buyers. So basically they're saying if they have a dispute, but one person mainly come down to one person want to sell, one person don't want to sell. So they beefing within themselves. So that putting you into a bind. So basically what this saying is that once this contract is signed, whatever beef you and your partners got with, y'all have to go to arbitration, and the arbitration have to vote on that. So therefore, whether they vote to sell or vote to not to sell. If they vote to sell, you close on the deal and you move forward and you buy the property. If they vote on it as far as not to sell, you get all your earnest money back. You get all your earnest money back and you walk away. You might counter sue. You might want to sue them, probably depending on if you put money into the building or put what type of work you put into it or whatever. This is another good one. This is another good one you want to have in your contract. All right. Right to assign. All my wholesalers, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're wholesaling a property, you want to have this in your contract. The right to assign your contract. Basically saying I got the right to wholesale this contract. If I don't want it, if I can't get financing, but I don't want to leave this money on the table, I'm going to assign the contract to another buyer and I'm going to collect a fee. This is saying that, hey, Mr., because the first thing they're going to say is, oh, this deal was between me and you, Willie. How so-and-so get into it? You know, me and you signed this contract. So why so-and-so into it now? Where he come from? You're going to say, well, Mr. Seller, right here, down here at the bottom, we have the right to assign the contract, meaning that I had the right to bring in a third party because I didn't want the building no more. He can't do me nothing legally. Okay. Memorandum. This is the last one, I believe. Memorandum. Seller authorizes by to record a memorandum of agreement with respect to the contract in the public records upon exemption hereof. Basically what that's saying is that they're going to sign a memorandum saying it's going to go on public records saying that this property is under contract and I'm obligated to sell this property to you. You're going to get that memorandum signed and notarized, and you're going to get it, take it down to your city council, city hall, whoever do that type of stuff. Excuse me, they're going to put that on file. So that way they can't back out and say, oh, I didn't sign it, so I don't know. You know, basically it's like you're putting a lien on that property. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're putting a lien on their property so they can't go behind you and sell it to somebody else for a higher price. This is very important to have into your contract. Last part of the contract, you're going to put a closing date. You sign, seller sign, date it. We come to agreement. Hopefully we close on the property. You get the building, seller gets the cash. We all walk away happy. There it is, guys. We just walked through a purchase and sell agreement, mainly the contingencies. You know, so therefore, with those contingencies that I just went over with you guys should have no problem with taking a property under contract. You guys should have all the confidence in the world to put down the earnest money and take that property under contract. Because if it don't go if you don't fall under those contingencies, if the seller fails to apply to any of those contingencies, you get all your money back. Period. All right, now. Stay tuned, baby. I'm going to have some more good content coming to y'all way. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel up as fast as possible, as strong as possible. I got a lot more content coming your way, y'all. Thanks a lot, baby.